Thank you for watching this video. I'm making this video to give an overview of, to have an understanding of how important time is and what is the attitude we Indians show towards the time, and at the same time, when it comes to business, how this time is really affecting you from performing and delivering a high quality or a promised job to the companies who are really trying to get things done with you. So basically, I'm running an outsourcing company, and we develop websites, web applications, and we do a lot of search engine optimization and social media, mobile apps, and things like that. So I have been in this for the last 10-11 years, and the main thing I've learned from working with people around the globe is that they're very concerned about the time. So if you say it's going to be ready on Wednesday, it should be ready on Wednesday. So that is something, it's not just going to be working out with just one person trying to do all these things. It's going to be a team. So your team also should think the way you actually think, and they should also have the same feel that time is very, very important when you do something. The main problem the Indian companies face are the people who are trying to outsource to Indian companies are very hesitant only on this front. These guys don't deliver on time. They don't do things on time. They promise that they will do it, but end of the day they don't do it. We have a lot of competition going around. We have a lot of people trying to do the same things which we are doing. But what happens is when everybody is trying to do the same thing, we always understand that when too much of crowd is trying to do the same thing, obviously there are mixed results, and even the best ones are gone missing from being identified. What I'm trying to tell from this video is I'm trying to give an idea to my Indian counterparts that how important time is, and you should get this sense of how these companies are looking at you, and why actually we struggle to become really that company which delivers great quality service or products. And for the companies who are trying to outsource from into India, to outsource to India, get the job done to India. For them, what I'm trying to say is there are companies who are very concerned about time, and who are really focused on delivering things on time, and who do a very professional job. So even we had bad times of struggling and delivering on time, and we had really working hard. We scaled down, and then we tried to work out the timelines. Even if you do 2 projects, we try to deliver them on time, and then we are trying to build upon it. So we are trying to impart that how important time is, and how this can really improve the quality of products and services we do, and end of the day how well this is going to impact on the regular life of an employee who is working in a company. So basically, to start with, when it comes to when you're trying to outsource something to India, or you could say, for example, you want to develop an e-commerce store, and you're trying to identify a lot of potential players in India, you would notice that there's so much of competition around. So many people come up and you send an inquiry, and then a lot of people get back to you with price quotes and asking you the professional presentation, or giving your price code and things like that. We'll do this, we're going to do this, we're going to have this, we're going to have this, that. So all you need to the best thing you can do to evaluate and finding the right team would be how well they respond and how quickly they respond to your inquiry. So even if that happens, just make sure you arrive at a scope of work. Once you arrive at a scope of work, just nail down, ask them to give you a very detailed timeline of every deliverable. Just break out the deliverable. I'm sure if it's going to be a small project, still there are deliverables, so just work out those deliverables with whom you're reaching out. This helps you to understand what you're going to get, and what these guys are going to do, and how quickly you can get the job done. obviously, people promise too much, just to win over the business. They want to make sure, they want to win your business, but end of the day, just make sure, you're pretty much clear about what you want and what you need and what they're going to give, and put down everything on the paper. So with defined timelines, and make sure, with the timelines are met. And once this happens, once you're clear and the company which you're trying to work with is clear with what is the deliverable, what happens is, you will notice that, at least there will be a slight deviation of the timeline. That is basically, that is where I'm coming from. That is the time deviation which you try to work out. So sometimes, it could be the client, sometimes it could be the company which you're working with. But make sure, you work with them, you try to give them feedbacks on time, and obviously these companies who are really promising to deliver on time will be able to comfortably stick on with the time. There will be unforeseen reasons, people might not turn up for work, maybe they are sick, or they got something else to do. So you have to really look into all these things, and just stick on with the deadline and with the timeline, and make sure, your product really gets delivered to you. So that is what I would say for a person or for a company who's trying to outsource. I'm just giving you a simple overview, but I'm not jumping into very deep details of it. And when it comes to companies who are trying to win over businesses which are being outsourced to them, the best advice I would say is, understand the seriousness of time. It's not just going to be you, it's not just going to be one person, it's just going to be the entire team who has to understand the time, the importance of time, how much important it is to deliver things on time. Be sure, when you present a code or you present a deliverable to the client, just make sure, who's going to do what and how quickly that is going to be done, and how well it is going to be delivered. This is because it's very important, because it not only affects the company's performance, the company's reputation, but it also in your day-to-day life, when you don't have to really work late hours when you're into the office, say 9 o'clock in the morning. It's fair enough that you keep up the time and just make sure you get the deliverables. Stick on with what is to be done. Maybe in the evening 5:30 you can take office. So that is what I'm trying to say. Understand the importance of time. Make sure you stick with your deliverables. Make sure if you have a hurdle, I know that in every project there are so much things happening around it, but be sure about what you're doing, how you execute it. Assign tasks to each and every person who's working on the project, and make sure they complete it within that particular timeline. So it is quite important when you bring in that image, you can deliver things on time. Obviously, there will be more people who will be interested to send business your way. From my experience, working with Westerners or working with any European clients is easier as long as you deliver on time. They really respect when you deliver things on time, and it's pretty much all around the same. When you deliver things on time, everybody loves to work with you. So I wish good luck for you to look for more business, and hopefully you can work out your timelines and deliverables and grow your business. Thank you.